Hello everyone, I'm Christine. It is July the 16th. I'm going to be doing a roll call. That's 2 cards for every horoscope to represent this coming weekend. 17th, 18th, 19th, even the 20th, okay? So it's a very brief forecast. So there'll be 2 cards. I'm going to start with Gemini because it's Gemini's turn to be the first one up. So I am going to be using the Herman Handel Tarot cards. The Herman Handel Tarot cards. I nicknamed the I cards. It's just easier for me to pick these cards off the shelf saying I want my I cards, but they were made by Herman Handel and they're lovely and you will see that. Alright, first up is going to be Gemini. We have the Death card reversed and the Lovers card up. These are extremely powerful cards. Okay, Gemini, the Death card reversed means you're going to seriously apply yourself to the change. The change in this bond, which often represents for Gemini bondage. This can represent too much of a slavery sort of job. Okay, so this can represent an adherence to something that is greedy. Okay, that can be a relationship. It can be a relationship with your boss or your employees, or just some sort of situation that's just wanting too much from you. You are seriously going to apply yourself for this change. You're going to stop wishing for the change and actually successfully do it. So this could mean a departure of some kind. A departure, Gemini. It's going to be a weird weekend. You're going to have to make some mental adjustments because this is going to be successful. Alright, next up is Leo. Leo, you're coming into your horoscope time, your birthday time. Let's see what the cards have to offer you. Alright, we have the Hanged Man reversed and the 10 of Stones. In these cards, the stones represent pentacles. So, the Hanged Man reverse is about conflict, yelling, exhaustion, yelling, frustration. It can mean someone wants to bother your family. Okay, maybe there's some sort of conflict with another family or inside the family. The 10 of Stones represents, it can mean either a cost or a draft. Okay, so since it's the summertime, Leo, I'm pretty sure you don't have a drafty house unless it is winter where you are. Okay, so the 10 of Stones can mean a cost. If your budget can barely handle $100 cost, then the cost might be $100. If your budget can barely handle $1,000 cost, the cost might be $1,000. So it's talking about a possible financial hardship or a temperature hardship, Leo. And the Hanged Man reversed is not great. Here is Odin hanging upside down so he can think straight. Okay, that's the Hangman up. Hangman reverse is not trying to think straight at all, just somebody's trying to make their point, and they're trying to make their point loudly and brashly, and it's basically a fight. So this is not a good forecast for you, Leo, for this coming immediate weekend. You're going to have a lot of challenges in front of you. Virgo, we have card number 1 is the Prince of Stones, which is the Prince of Pentacles upside down, and the Princess of Swords. Okay, so this is talking about a communication that is going to make you want to just sit down and give up for a little while. So this weekend is all about serving your emotional need. So if you have an emotional need to sit down and create a necklace, or sit down and watch your movies one after another, you're going to be serving your mind by giving it a break. The Prince of Pentacles is reversed, is all about slowing down, not going backwards, but not going forwards. Just slowing down, sit down, and relax, because you have to recharge. You might not be able to sleep right, but you still have to recharge. The Princess of Swords up means that the communication is on its way. It's not immediately here. You don't know what I'm talking about. The weekend will have to unfold what I'm talking about. So the communication is on its way. And the Herman Hindle cards, she is represented by the Egyptian personality of Isis, and the Prince of Stones, that's the Prince of Pentacles, is Chief Seattle. Okay, so you have two very famous courts. Okay, Virgo, that's for you. Next up is Libra. The two cards for Libra, Nine of Stones and Prince of Cups. That's actually very nice. Okay, so even though the Prince of Hearts is reversed, I'm going to flip the card just so you can see the illustration. So the Prince of Hearts reversed is talking about intellect, homework, planning, ledgers, calendars. So this is talking about being intellectually on, Libra. You're going to be at your best. You're going to, if you need help, you're going to consult the correct person. Nine of Stones is all about your garden, your land, where you put your flag, what you call home. So this looks like you're going to be addressing either remodeling or cleaning something thoroughly. Maybe the screens of your house, maybe the windows, maybe something along the trim needs a coat of paint. Just keep your endeavors small but accomplished. It doesn't have to be costly and huge. Libra, you're going to be pretty busy this weekend, and it looks like you're going to be not defending your home so much as making your home feel like yours. So that's a nice weekend. Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio is next. Okay, so Scorpio, you have the Devil card represented by the ram and the snake. Very natural creatures representing in the Herman Hindle cards. The Ace of Swords is reversed. The way you can tell is the lettering is upside down. So in this deck, the sword sits like in the water because it's being presented, because it's a nod to the whole Camelot myth, Avalon myth, the Lady of the Lake. It's a nod to that. The sword is reversed. So what that means is, Scorpio, is now is the time that you're going to be extraordinarily brave this weekend and do something nervy to conquer this huge worry that's on your mind. The Ace of Swords reversed means it begins now. So if you thought of attack in like the war room or the center of operations room. Okay, it might be underground war room where they do all the planning, and they have pins, right? They have pins and they put them on the map, right? And those represent where you're going to send this and where you're going to send that, and where's the enemy. Oh, over here. Okay, so that's what the swords reversed is. It means the point, the point, the point, the point. And it's all about intellect and planning and moving forward. And the devil represents new nerviness to conquer. These combination means you're going to conquer that huge worry. The devil is not something that's going to haunt you or chase you this weekend. It means that you're finally going to get one over on that thing that's been bothering you. Scorpio. Okay. So the next one up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's very deliberate this week. So Sagittarius card number 1. Actually, it's twins, so Sagittarius is going to get 3 cards. We have King of Wands up, and the High Priestess reversed is one word of the sentence. Princess of Hearts reversed is another word of the sentence. Okay, so it looks like you're in some sort of either financial relationship, work relationship, or romantic relationship that you want to control by avoiding or escaping. Okay? So, this is talking about not wanting to get together or adhere with something, but actually running away from something. So there's some sort of endeavor, maybe a sister or a mother-in-law wants to visit or come or nag on you, and you want to escape with that. The King of Wands up is all about control. So we have Brahma representing the King of Wands. So you want control, and the High Priestess reversed. It's such... Here's the High Priestess up card in these cards. Okay, see how very quiet it is? It's almost dewy. There she is. She's up at the top. Alright? So reversed is all about running away, escaping. If there is a disaster, such as if this relationship looks like it's headed toward a disastrous chapter, you want to control it by avoiding it. Okay? So it looks like you're going to be doing some passive aggressiveness this weekend, Sagittarius. And all of us need time out in order to get our heads straight sometimes, especially Sagittarius. If you're in a relationship where opposites attract, well, that can have a good side and that can have a bad side. So the next one up is Capricorn. Capricorn, the 2 cards are going to be, the Queen of Swords up and 6 of Wands up. That's really good. So, Capricorn, if you are making a financial decision, this is an Egyptian representation of Nut, N-U-U-T. Let's see if it's spelled that way. Nope, they spell it N-U-T here. Anyway, Nut is the goddess of the universe, okay? The stars, as you look up. So, the Queen of Swords here is a really particularly good rendition of, say, Queen Isabella, who holds the funds for all of the ships to hit the seas for exploration. So that's a lot of money. Alright, so the Queen of Swords is a financial decision. 6 of Wands up is a yes. It's success. It's victory. It's excellence. So the good news, Capricorn, is something is going to be very profitable or successful this weekend. So that's a very good forecast. Okay, next up is Aquarius. Ooh, being humble, Aquarius. Okay. You want to go this way. The first card up, put that back. The first card up is the Emperor reversed. Okay, and the Moon reversed. Okay, so the Emperor reversed and the Moon reversed. Since they're both reversed, just remember that, and I'm going to turn the cards up this way so you can see that. Alright, so here is the representation of Emperor. He's sitting in front of a very old tree. And here is the representation of the Moon. There is the crustacean there that is normal in the Moon card. You do not want to be led by the leader who professes to be your leader right now. You want to break in that, okay? While the cat's away, the mice will play kind of thing. You want to just take a break this weekend and not think about someone ruling over you. You've lost faith in your ruler, or maybe your ruler lied by omission, or maybe they just forgot something and it might have been a small thing, but you're so tired of that and correcting it that you just want to break this weekend. And the 18 reversed often talks about exchange of keys. So make sure both parties have a key, or leave the whatever it is unlocked. Have some kind of system in place. This is a warning that there might be a misunderstanding regarding locking keys in the car, something like that. Forgetting where you put the fob. So rearrange something if you have to. Clear some sort of a basket by the door if you have to. Make a hook right next to the wall. Yes, put a hole in the wall if you have to, and put a hook up at the wall if you have to make sure, safeguard that there's no misunderstanding regarding keys and locking. Okay? And you want to take a break from being ruled and bossed over this weekend. Okay? So next up is Pisces. Pisces this weekend. Ace of Stones and then Three of Wands up. Oh, okay, that's really good. Okay, so Pisces, you have an excellent forecast this weekend. The Ace, look at that eagle. Even though this card is reversed, I have to show you the illustration up. Look at the eagle. Okay, so the Ace of Stones reversed means beloved. Beloved. This is a love-rich weekend for you. You are finally, if this is different for you, this is going to be fulfillment. Fulfillment. A place where you have hope. A place where you kind of understand what the near future is going to bring this weekend. And the Three of Wands is about freedom and dignity. Freedom and dignity. The Three of Wands is about flight of the butterfly and flight of this eagle also. Alright? So if you, Pisces, like to ride your motorcycle, this is an extra nod of fulfillment for you this weekend, Pisces. The eagle is flying. The eagle is flying. If you have had an artistic block, this ensures that somewhere something is coming to fulfill you first. The Ace of Pentacles reverse is fulfillment from within, and that is going to give you your artistic endeavor. Okay? That will help break that block. Next up is Aries. The first card for Aries is Strength reversed and Eight of Pentacles up. Okay. The strength reversed has two meanings. One is, first of all, this this card up showing the serpent is a nod to Ophiuchus, okay, which is talking about healing and doctors. Okay, so you might be exiting the hospital. If that is your burden, Aries, this is talking about freedom from your hospital. It's breaking the chains. Oh, remember all those tube things and everything they stick in you when you have to go to the hospital and stuff, and you just want to just rip your arms away? Okay, so the Strength card reverse is walking away from Ophiuchus, walking away from that curative medical atmosphere. It can also mean breaking the chains of a relationship that's just not working anymore. The Eight of Pentacles ensures that this is walking toward health. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Stones here. Eight of Pentacles is health, the breath of the tree. The trees breathe us and we breathe the trees, right? Okay, and celebration. So one could say, Aries, that this combination for you is a happy divorce. Okay, so some of you out there are actually going to have a happy divorce. Some of you actually are going to dance out of the hospital or be relieved that something is over or something is diagnosed well. Okay, perhaps you are searching for the perfect doctor, but this weekend is a really good forecast, Aries. Eight of Pentacles ensures that. The next one and the last one is going to be Taurus. That's good because I'm running out of room. All right, Eight of Wands reversed. Taurus, oh, that's your worst nightmare. Seven of Swords up. Oh, Lord. Taurus, Eight of Wands reverse says you can't make that decision now. You have to think twice about that decision. Taurus, this is the worst news for you because you want to go ahead with your first decision and your first gut instinct, which usually is right. This is not meant as an insult, but this says you need to think twice about your decision, okay? Because you don't want to accidentally trip others in your path. You don't want to accidentally trip others in your path. Seven of Swords up. Taurus may mean that you will be doing some avoidance behavior this weekend, Taurus. That is the only way for you that you know how is to think twice about a decision. The only way that you can ruminate and decide and balance on your own is to experience some avoidance behavior, Taurus. This can also mean the sentence of the word zoom zoom, car, zoom zoom. And this might say think twice. So maybe you want you to buy a muscle car, Taurus. This says take your time, don't make your decision. You wanted to make that decision really fast. Think twice, it says. Okay, so there's two ways you can see that, Taurus. Either way, you're going to have to slow your jets, Taurus. All right. All right, Taurus. Before I wrap up tonight with the last prediction, I want to finish Taurus interpretations because it is so unpleasant for Taurus. I also want to talk about the possible sentence of gossiping for the sake of theft. Gossiping for the sake of theft. You could take those words and interpret it to whatever would apply in your life, but there might be a very negative talker around you, a negative talker who simply wants to distract you from the fact that they are taking something that doesn't belong to them. So you want to be really careful around if there's anybody negative that fits that description around you. Don't believe what they're saying. Are they talking out of character? Are they usually somebody that you avoid, but now they're playing to your weaknesses or your kindness? You're kind and they're just always sneaky. So is somebody around you gossiping? Basically they're wanting to take something that is not theirs. That's the reason that they're doing that. So be really careful, Taurus, if that's the one that applies to you. Lastly is Cancer. Cancer. So 1, 2, 6 of Swords up, ooh, good, and 7 of Hearts reversed. Cancer, that is such a good forecast. This is especially great if you want to change your career. If you have an idea about changing your career, this is talking about proactivity and having things going your way. Gravity is going to work in your favor. Your friends around you and contacts are going to work in your favor. You're going to be able, with your strong intellect, that's what the 7 of Hearts is. The 7 of Hearts reversed is strong intellect and faith in yourself. So there may be a reference list, and the reference list was always bumpy before. That was the one part that you couldn't fill out because you had lost contact with a friend or something. So you're going to have all the fates working in your direction. Get your references together, okay? 3 or 4 references, update them, ask their permission, because this amount of intellectual planning combined with the easy sailing of good fortune this weekend is going to align everything. Another career is parenting. So the 7 of Hearts reversed is talking about excellent patience and parenting and planning, putting some sort of action in place. Maybe you're a step parent who was under some sort of misunderstanding before. You're going to reach an understanding this weekend, because the 6 of Swords up is all about smooth endeavor and proactivity, and things are going to go your way, Cancer. That's an excellent way to round out this whole roll call for me tonight. Excellent forecast for you, Cancer. I am very, very pleased with the majority of pleasurable weekends for you. I'm Christine. Thank you for visiting me. I hope you have a good weekend coming in July. Today's the 16th. So, the coming weekend. Okay? Thank you for visiting me. I will see you next time for another roll call.